It was 10 o'clock at night. Cold wind and the dampness of rain filled the streets of New York. A police officer was on his nightly patrol, carefully checking the locked doors of closed shops. The area was quiet, as if waiting for an approaching storm. Just then, in the dark corner of a closed hardware store, he noticed a shadow. A man was standing there with an unlit cigar in his mouth. As the officer approached, the man quickly explained, "Don't worry, officer. I'm just waiting for an old friend. We made a promise to meet at this exact place 20 years ago." The man struck a match. In its light, his face became visible. Pale skin, sharp eyes, and a small scar near his right eyebrow. He said, "My friend Jimmy Wells and I were having dinner here at a famous restaurant. I was 18 and he was 20. The next day I left for the West to try my luck, while Jimmy stayed in New York. That night we promised to meet again at this very spot, at the same time exactly 20 years later." Bob looked at his diamond-studded watch. 3 minutes to 10. "Officer, I've come 1,000 miles just to meet my friend." The policeman smiled and asked, "Do you really think he'll come?" Bob replied confidently, "If Jimmy is alive, he will be here." The policeman twirled his baton and disappeared into the darkness. The rain grew heavier. Suddenly, a tall man wearing a long overcoat stepped out of the shadows. "Bob, is that you?" Bob's face lit up with joy. "Jimmy, I knew you'd come." Arm in arm, they began walking together. Bob spoke proudly of his success, while Jimmy listened silently. They reached the bright lights of a drugstore. Bob suddenly stopped. He pulled his arm away and shouted, "You're not Jimmy. 20 years can't change a man's nose." The tall man replied coldly, "But 20 years can turn a good man into a criminal. You are under arrest, Silky Bob. The Chicago police have been looking for you." Before arresting him, the officer handed Bob a small piece of paper. Bob's hands trembled as he read it. It said, "Bob, I was at the meeting place on time. When you lit your cigar, I recognized the face of the man wanted by the Chicago police. I couldn't arrest you myself because you were my friend, so I sent this plainclothes officer instead. Your friend, Jimmy. Friendship lost and duty won. Or did it? Perhaps Jimmy kept both his promise and his duty. What do you think? Tell us in the comments. For more heart-touching stories, subscribe to Orion AI Stories.